All right, well, the new signings are settled in. Squad is relatively happy. If we're ever going to beat Dortmund, this might be the time. Hello? Medical department. Great, what do you want? Another twisted ankle. How many's that now? Right, that's it. Call pest control. We've got to get these rabbits gone. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome back to Queen of the South. It is Season 6, Episode 11 on The Impossible Dream, and today, well, it is the return of the Champions League. We are hosting Dortmund in the first leg of the first knockout round. We have no business being in this stage of the tournament, but let's hope we can spring an upset. And then it is Rangers, at home to Rangers in the league, and if we were to win that, well, we'll have a look at the table in just a second, but it almost calls off the race for second, to be honest. But the unfortunate, disappointing news from last episode, or since last episode, is an injury, and it's an injury to our new goalkeeper, Marcelo Santizo. He's twisted his ankle. I feel like we seem to have a lot of twisted ankles going around this club, but 5 days to 3 weeks. He's definitely out of the first leg, almost certainly out of the second leg, unless there's a bit of a miraculous recovery. He might be back. I think we've got about 2 weeks until the second leg. But obviously, that's a big loss. It means Eastwood will have to go in goal. Eastwood's done fine. Let's be honest, he's not that he doesn't deserve to be. Arguably, he does deserve the chance to play in the Champions League knockout rounds. But Santizo is our guy going forward. He's a better goalkeeper, so to lose him it's a bit of a blow, to be honest. It is a bit of a blow. The other injury that we have is to McPherson. He's not registered in the European squad anyway. His is a bit more serious, 3 to 6 weeks. He's already been out for a week as well. It's a loss of depth in terms of playing in the league, but it's not the end of the world. His contract's up the end of this year. Again, he's upset that he's been left out of the Champions League squad, so it may be that he doesn't re-sign for us. I'd like to keep him because he is a useful player for the league. He's a good player for the league. But if he goes, he goes. He's 28. He's not getting any younger, obviously. And maybe the one benefit to keeping him is that he's never really had pace to lose. So maybe that might work out a little bit for him. But in terms of catching up what's happened on the field, there was 3 games, 2 in the league, 1 in the cup. The first one was in the league against Ross County, a team that's given us a hard time on occasion. Let's see what they did to us this time. The only goal came in the first half when McGrath slipped in Johnson. Took me 3 goes to record that voiceover there. Would you believe that? I kept trying to say Thompson. Anyway, it was one of these games that we absolutely dominated and just couldn't finish our chances. They had no shots on target through the game, yet somehow had a better XG than us at some point. But yeah, it was a decent performance from us, just again lacking those goals. Johnson continues to have an absolutely stunning start to his time at the club, which is excellent. And now we had a game against Dundee. This was in the Scottish Cup. I really want to win a trophy. We haven't actually won a major. The only trophy we've won is the Championship when we got promoted. We haven't won anything else, so I really wanted to put out a strong team to make sure we got through. Let's see if we did. We fell behind early after Ramos got caught in possession. But Shakir Omar and Luxi combined to have us level at half-time. Dundee retook the lead after the break, before Luxi and Shakir Omar combined again to get us level. And Shakir Omar struck again to give us the lead. But an Eastwood error sent the tie into extra time, where Scott McKenna finally sealed the tie. So I don't know how this game was even close. 36 shots on goal we had. They had 10, so it's not like they didn't have a threat. Let's hope Eastwood's got that out of his system before we face Dortmund. It was just another one of these ones where, we scored 4 goals. We did kind of take chances, just the defensive errors. Ramos giving the ball away, Eastwood flapping at one, and a bit of a worldie, to be honest, as well. So yeah, it was. Anyway, we got through. That's the main thing. It's Aberdeen in the quarterfinals for us. And the final game to catch you up on back in the league was against another team that's given us a difficult time on many occasions. That was St Mirren. Let's see what happened when we faced them this time. January signings, Vasquez and Johnson combined to put us ahead at half-time. And Scott McKellar made it 2-0 before St Mirren set up a nervy end to the game. So this was not one of those games where we dominated and couldn't score. We were well below our best in this one. Johnson and McKellar suddenly scoring goals for fun as well. The centre-back that's on loan from Sassuolo, I think it is. Yeah, the important thing here is that we ground out the win, and there's not too much else to say about it. We weren't at our best in this game at all. As you can see there, the fixtures we have coming up, it is, as I say, Aberdeen in the next round of the Scottish Cup, and I really want to try and win it this year if we can. Just because, like I say, we haven't won anything other than the championship. So in terms of the league, Celtic are sort of daylight. They're 9 points ahead of us. We have a 10-point lead over Rangers. If we beat them today, 13 points will be the gap, and surely they're not coming back from that in late February, early March. But first up, it is the Champions League. And see how the rest of the results have gone here. Manchester City 6-1 over Barcelona. Benfica 3-1 over Liverpool. Remember, Liverpool have a front three of Haaland, Mbappe, and Salah. So that is almost as big of an upset as that. But anyway, let's see what we can do against the Germans here. There is the other tie as well, Inter versus Manchester United. And this is the team that we're sending out. It is, we're expecting a narrow 4-3-3 from them, I suppose you would call it. And this is the team that we are sending out. We're going to drop Davenport back in, though we'll just do it for this next game only, please. Just to make sure that whoever the number 10 was has someone there trying to mark him for us. So it's Eastwood, as I said, having to come in and play in this one in goal. It's Ramos, Walker, Bernard, and Montano as the back four. Davenport, Bayless, and Irving in midfield. Bermudez in behind, Shakir Omar and Lutzi. On our day, these guys, this team can I wouldn't say beat anybody, but we're quite decent on our day. So let's hope it's our day. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. Do we recognise Curtis Jones as the Dortmund, Giovanni Reina, Justin Kluivert? So it's a good team. Let's not pretend it's not. But they don't really have any of the stars that you would expect them to have. I wouldn't have thought, unless I'm missing some names there. All right, so I think we've got to take the pressure off, don't we? Just play without pressure. Go out there and have some fun. Pump our fists. Go out there, make a difference. Ramos is looking nervous. That's perfect. Of course, the one positive we do have is that with Vazquez on the bench, we can hook Ramos if he's going to be a nervous wreck and not play particularly well. But there we go. That is the Dortmund team we're up against. Let's see what we can do. It's going to be one of these. We just got to try and be in the tie for the second leg, and you know, if we're in the tie, then we're a chance, obviously, aren't we? It sounds simple and it sounds obvious, but I think that's roughly where we are. And so far, so good through the first 10 minutes. Now, it might be one of these. Are they just taking the sting out of the game? I think we've come up against that before from teams where they'll just try to just ease themselves into the game and then sort of come at us. Is there a chance we could catch them? I think we might rely a little bit on teams sort of underestimating us. But the issue we might have is second half. If they get a rocket at half time, then things may not be quite so comfortable for us in the second half. But we've got a highlight. Oh, Kluivert straight in behind, and Eastwood can't make the save, but Bernard is on hand to clear the rebound away. And here we go again. Can we win this back? Ramos, block the cross, mate. Come on. He does okay, but it's still there with the Borussia Dortmund team. They're working the ball inside the penalty area. They're pinging it around. But we've held up to that so far. Davenport's over helping. Cross comes in and it's over the top. And we get away with it. It's a goal kick. I say we get away with it. I mean, it wasn't on target, but you know what I mean. The pressure leads to nothing. All right, here we go again. Is it a case now they've summed us up? They're like, yep, you guys are rubbish. Now we're going to attack you. Oh, and it's just over the top from Ramos. Come on, come on. All right, we've got a bit of possession now. Shakir Omar gives it away. You could see what he was trying to do, but it was a poor pass. Bernard wins it back, though, to Montano. Montano to Shakir Omar. What can he do other than just give it away? Oh, he's won it back again, though. Shakir Omar, where's Lutzi? He's in there. It's in there. It's Lutzi! It's 1-0 to Queen of the South. What a strike. A wonderful, wonderful piece of play from Shakir Omar. Just didn't give up. He kept giving the ball away. He kept chasing and winning it back. And in the end, he's got the better of, I'm assuming, the Icelandic player there. Pulled it back. And no one was picking up Lutzi. There's 3 defenders there. And they're just looking at each other. That's my boy, Fabian Lutzi. All right, can we get to half-time now with this lead intact? And that would be something special if we could. And there it is, 1-0 at the break. Okay. Now, do we say, again, there's no pressure, or do we... I wish there was an option to say, you know, they're going to come at us now. You need to stand up to that. Because that's exactly what is going to happen. I wonder if we try this. The pundits may not believe in us today, but the fans do, so go on and do them proud. Let's try that. I don't think I've ever tried that before. But you know what I mean? I feel like, because that's what's happening, isn't it? Right now, if you listen really carefully, you can hear the Dortmund players being told off. You know, just angry German swear words. Scheiße, I think, is being said quite a bit. So, you know... I wish there was a way to just sort of, you know, we've got to get our backs up here, guys, and prepare for the inevitable onslaught, because here it comes. Can we win that back with Lutzi? No, not quite. Ramos is there. Irving. We're putting decent pressure on them, but, I mean, they're a quality team with quality players. Oh, dear. Oh, no. And, again, it's a bit of a weak finish. All right, let's just give it a focus. How's Ramos playing a 6-7? Montano on the other side is actually a little bit of the problem. I don't know if I want to sub him off, though, because Gilchrist is a good player getting forward. He is naturally a midfielder that we're turning into a right-back, though. Oh, Shakir Omar does brilliantly. Bermudez has possession now, but he can't hang on to it. Can we win it back again? No, they pump it long. Eastwood should have that. He gets it long. Omar's in the vicinity, and again, it's coming back the other way. Good header away by Walker. Lutzi with a flick on, but there's no one there. And it's becoming a bit of a long old highlight, and... well, that's when it starts to get a little bit worrisome. Bernard, comfortable as you like. Would someone get Clivert out of Bernard's back pocket, please? Ramos. Walker. Oh. And we've gifted them the equaliser. Walker, who was otherwise playing well. Oh, we got away with that maybe loose pass, but that's poor. They just pressed us up the field, didn't they? He just panicked, didn't have anywhere to go. And it's 1-1. Which, to be fair, I mean, I said I wanted to be in the game. That would suggest that that would be in the game at 1-1. But you get the feeling if we were to spring and look, I'm talking like we're a chance of going through. I mean, which we are obviously, because the 2-horse race, we're obviously a chance, but we're not expected to do it. Come on, let's see if we can at least take them back level. That would be a really nice place to be going into the second leg. I don't like where this is headed. Irving has lunged in. VAR's going to check it, but you wouldn't stop play if it wasn't a penalty. And we have kind of fallen in a heap, as I feared we might do. I mean, it's fallen in a heap. It's 1-1 with a penalty. I mean, if you look at it, Eastwood doesn't even move. We've gifted them a goal, and they've got a penalty. They've not played us off the park as of yet, anyway. Yeah. I mean, you're damned if you do, damned if you don't, if you're Eastwood, really, aren't you? Let's try and demand more. Ramos is now playing poorly as well as being frustrated, so let's get Vazquez on for him. Montano's just not working out, so let's get Gilchrist on for him. And then I wonder if we just try and get it forward a little bit quicker. Gathered out wide. There's obviously the chance of an overlap. Unpause the game would be helpful as well. And if they score from a free kick, I don't necessarily mind if we get picked apart from open play. Eastwood's actually done a decent save there. But when it's set pieces and mistakes, that's where you get frustrated, isn't it? Because it's not like you've been outplayed. If they're sending them in from 30 yards, or if they're passing you off the field, then you just have to admit that they're a better team, and there's not much you can do about it. That's another good save from Eastwood. But when it's just your own mistakes and penalties and that kind of stuff, that's where it gets frustrating, I find. All right, can we get this away, please? We haven't been particularly good from defending corners this season, and we have worked on it in training, as you would expect. If there's a problem there, we try and work on it. Davenport does well to get a block in there. But it's just not quite ever worked for us. Let's give them one last encouragement. Can we get ourselves level to take to Germany? It doesn't look like it. Minute to go in stoppage time. Can we get a goal? No. Well, we achieved one thing, and that's we're in the tie. We're going to Germany with a chance. There's no away goals, so it doesn't matter necessarily that they've scored 2. Well, I guess we can be proud of that, can't we? It's not bad against Dortmund. Our weekly wage budget is 120 grand a week. I mean, they may well have a player on that. So it really is a case of David versus Goliath. I wonder if they do actually have a player on 120 grand a week. Let's go to Dortmund. Let's go to players and contract wages. They have players, multiple players, on more than what out on a week, what more than our wage budget is for the week. So there's absolutely no shame in losing that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 7 players that earn a week, roughly, if not more, what we have to spend on the entire squad. So 20 lose 2-1 to that is, well, it's not too bad, is it, guys? Wait right there. We've got a massive game next in the league against Rangers. Okay, welcome back. We are getting ready to face Rangers on a Sunday because they play Thursday nights, of course, and I will dig that in every time. But yeah, you can see the rest of the league has played. Celtic won, so that's a 12-point gap to them now. They're essentially gone. It's all about making sure we get second in the Champions League again, and if we win this game, 13 points, surely they're not coming back from that. We're expecting a 4-2-3-1 formation from them. This is a team we're sending out. It's more or less the same team that faced Dortmund. The one change, Shakir Omar had a bit of a knock. I think it was a minor groin strain, just a day or 2 out. So obviously he's ready to go. He's just not going to play 90 minutes. So I don't want to risk with him with some bigger games coming up as well. Ultimately, this is just one game. There's obviously bigger fish to fry moving forward. So it's Eastwood in goal again. Sentizo is almost back. Hopefully, he will be back for the second leg against Dortmund. Ramos, Walker, Bernard, and Montano. Now, the reason why Montano and Ramos are playing is a reminder. I've promised them that they can play first-team football. So I think we're almost fulfilled that promise, and then we can sort of get back to rotating a little bit more. I'm hoping that they'll actually just play a little bit better once they feel like, I've held that promise to them. Bayless, Davenport, and Irving will go midfield. It'll be Bermudez in behind. Suljic, who comes in for Shakir Omar, slightly different role as the deep lying forward. And Lutzi, of course, will be leading the line for us. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. I've just realised I've missed the trick not picking Eddie Johnson, haven't I, against his former team. Maybe I should have gone with him instead of Suljic. But anyway, what do we want to say to this? Put on a worthy display. Rangers are third in the form table while we're first. That's good to know. But what we're going to go with is just play a natural game. Because as soon as we put any pressure on them, we just seem to choke in these big games. We do have a decent record against Rangers recently. So, hopefully that can continue. And, well, we just need to... I mean, ultimately, if we don't lose this game, it's still... even if we lose it, it's a 7-point gap. But obviously 7 points can disappear quite quickly. But Rangers' form is worryingly good there, actually. But they're not 10 points behind us because they've been playing well this season. I mean, we've got a better goal difference than them as well. And there has been reports in the press that Gattuso was under pressure, which he would be. I mean, never mind them being 10 points back of us. They're almost 20 points back of Celtic. And I imagine as a Rangers manager, you can't sustain that for too long before the heat comes on. We've got a corner now, Irving to take. It's a decent one, and it's Andrew Walker, and he gets his second of the season. And we take an early lead against the Rangers. And that is exactly what we wanted to do, isn't it? Nice ball in from Irving. Walker with the head up. And he is a threat from a set piece. We know he's got a good jumping reach. Lutzi was right there as well. But Walker just got above him and sticks it away. Excellent stuff. One other piece of news to catch you up on is Dominic Thompson, our sort of midfielder, left-footed midfielder, wing-back. I did agree a contract extension with him. We've gone, I think it was about $8,500 a week. Thereabouts is the wage. It's ideally a little bit more than I would have liked to have paid him, but that's what he wanted. I think he wanted $9,500. So we got him down a little bit. And he's a really useful squad player because he can cover a couple of positions and he can cover them well. So we're sort of paying $8,500 a week for squad depth. And if our wage bill continues to go up and up, that's fine. Because he is someone that if I was to pick a second 11, he's in it. Most usually as the left-footed Mazzella. So I see it as okay, if not overpaying a little bit. But if we were to let him go at the end of his contract and then have to sign somebody to replace him, we'd probably end up, paying as much. And would it be somebody better? Maybe, but maybe not. So I think it's just a little bit safer to do it this way. All right. Do we go? Don't get complacent. I'm wondering at what point we start to consider ourselves a better team than Rangers. We are obviously, we're obviously a better team, certainly this season. But I mean, in terms of sort of squad size, reputation, things like that, Rangers are still going to go into all our games, you would imagine, as favourites, even if their actual on-field performances don't necessarily warrant that. We've got a throw here with Ramos. I'm looking at the front three. Suljic is playing okay, but the other two aren't pulling up any trees. But there's a good pass from the other two. One to the other. Lutzi goes in, and Lutzi shuts me up as he gets his 10th of the season with Omar Bermudez assisting. So it's 2-0 on the hour mark, and that is, hopefully, game over. Good ball from Bermudez. Picked out the run of Lutzi perfectly. And Lutzi, that's a good finish, isn't it? Signing permanently, and $900,000 I think is an absolute bargain for him, because I think even worst case scenario, we'll sell him on for more than $900,000. We'll sell him on for 10 times that, possibly. 10 times? Is that 9 million? Or is that? Yeah, that's 9 million, isn't it? I'm trying to do maths again. I should never do that. Funny story about me and maths. I got 0 in a high school maths exam that I studied for and actually tried. That's roughly how good I am at maths. My brain does not work that way. Come on, can we get a foot in here somewhere? Oh dear. Eastwood is left horribly exposed. Let's just go back off of attacking. And with 15 to play, let's give him a focus. Suddenly it is game back on. And that's why they say 2-0 is the most dangerous lead, don't they? Because it's very comfortable, then all of a sudden, it's not very comfortable anymore. Eastwood's wearing his cement shoes, I see, as well. All right, let's not let them off the hook here, guys. Come on. Can we go and put some pressure on here and win this back? Oh, dear. Bayless is there. Oh, Bernard. Perfectly positioned, cuts it out. Now we're just going to not give it away like we've had a bit of a nasty habit of doing, which makes me think we need to work on passing out from the back or possession or something. Morales is in behind. Morales has hit the post. And let's just be a little bit... Let's see what we can do here. Let's just try and calm it down. I wonder if we drop... Let's make a sub. Bayless isn't having his greatest game, so let's get Sonny Harding on for him. Let's get Bermudez's booking off and get McGrath on. And that's brought about a highlight somehow. Ball forward, looking for Lutzi again, but not on this occasion. Ramos. Oh, come on, guys, come on. Bernard again. Oh, he's just magnificent. Walker goes back to Eastwood. It may be the last time we see Eastwood playing a game on YouTube, because Santizo, if he's back fit, he is number 1 now. Oh, we've got a corner to defend. It's the 89th minute. Goldson, I think it was, has bulleted a header, but over the top. Let's go now and officially close it down. So we just dropped Davenport back in. We've gone from wing-backs to full-backs on support, and everybody else there is more or less okay. So we'll just go with that. And hopefully, we've gone back to defensive as well. Hopefully, just see this out now. This will be a massive win if we can get it. It'll be a massive win if we can get it. The gap between ourselves and Rangers is 13 points. And that is surely now, we've been a little bit lucky there late on, but that is surely now second in the league secured. That's magnificent, isn't it? And you've got to say, with Gattuso at Rangers, it feels like we have the better of them at this point in time. So that is, his passing was quite good there. Where's passing? Passing. Yeah, it just feels like we have the better of them, and we can, I wouldn't say beat them comfortably, but certainly I certainly feel like we can beat them. So that is, I'm going to say, second almost in the bag. Are we going to get Celtic for the top? Possibly not. So it gets a little bit, we just focus on the cups now, I think, don't we? Unless something starts to go horribly wrong, then I think it is just a case of playing for the cups. So with that being the case, my plan initially was to come back for the second leg and Celtic. I think we actually want to do it right now is focus on the cups, because I mean, if we win that, we're still going to have to play them in the split, and maybe if we play them off camera, we'll win. That'd be just my luck, wouldn't it? My greatest achievement, and we don't get to see it. So I think what we'll do is we will come back for Aberdeen and Dortmund, and if we can get ourselves back to Hampden Park, that would be a wonderful thing. And like I say, I really want a trophy because we haven't won much, despite the fact that I feel like we have done quite well. The only thing we've won is the Scottish Championship once. We haven't won. Did we win the Caramel Way when we were down there? I don't think we did we? We need some more trophies. The cabinet is bare, and that needs to change. If you've enjoyed it, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Maybe we can get past Dortmund as well. That'd be nice. The next trophy we had a Scottish Championship and then a European Champions League trophy. That'd be something, wouldn't it? Take care.